Workout started. GPS on. Study 1 hour at zone 3. Go.
Okay, we're back on again now. This is a nice spot to live. Kind of quiet as well. You're not on Shelbourne and you're not really on a noisy section of Cedar Hill Road. Not too many people go this far on Cedar Hill Road. See the trail right ahead?
Time 15 minutes. Average heart rate 100. Workout average pace 9 minutes 50 seconds per kilometer.
And that entire slope ahead of us is riddled with trails that are variously connectors to Harrop. Alright, there's a nice piece of wood. You'd need the mallet and the... Hello, dog. Big dog. Big, well-behaved dog. Hi. And I think this is where we go up, just around here. There's a little tree stump at the foot of the trail. Yep, here it is. The old gnarly knob.
Time 16 minutes. Average heart rate 120. Workout average pace 9 minutes 58 seconds per kilometer.
9:58, so we're still way ahead of the pace, but I guess by the time we finish, we'll be around 12.5-minute pace, which should give me the hour that I need. This little loop is just to avoid having to step over that huge tree.
Zone 2.
See, this was quite recently cut, so they do some clearance of these back trails. How's your ankle? Do you have the brace on? Good. Is it just reassuring or is it definitely supportive? It stops you from moving into the danger zone. Okay, where you might pull something that's already been pulled. So this trail is littered with giant maple leaves. That season is definitely over now, although there's still quite a lot of yellow leaves up in the trees. We're now climbing in earnest. But that's one of the other little bridge trails. Pretty soon we cross Norn, and then we head up in earnest. I do have my good camera with me,
Time 18 minutes.
so I should take some representative photographs. Now, this is exactly the way I came up 3 days ago. I started slightly differently, but from here it's kind of bang on. This is Norn that we're crossing. And it gets steeper still. You see where that blue sky is up there? That's about as high as we're going to get. Then we go across and then back down there. So all these side trails of Norn, of Harrop, eventually become bigger and bigger until you hit the main superhighway of Norn. Oh, I missed. I talked right over Samantha. Sorry, miss. But I'm sure nothing alarming is happening yet. Yep.
Zone 2.
Zone 2 I can believe on this steep climb. Might even hit Zone 3 in a minute. I think I've taken you on this hike before. I know I've taken Norma on this hike a couple of times. This is where it gets serious. What do you think this is? Sap from the tree? Yeah, she's already walking sideways.
Average heart rate 119. Workout average pace 10 minutes 44 seconds per kilometer. Time for hydration.
20 minutes in. So this is a seldom used cross trail, but eventually it'll join. But as we're ahead, I can slow down a little bit. Give Norman a chance to stay comfortable. You're getting warm? Yeah. You got that little, whatever it's called, neck thingy. It's like the top part of a roll neck sweater.
It is cut off the rest of the sweater.
Why? Was it moth-eaten? Oh.
Time 21 minutes. Average heart rate 124. Workout average pace 11 minutes 8 seconds per kilometer.
So there's our highest point, just at the skyline.
Zone 1.
And this is the steepest ankle buster.
Zone 2.
We can slow way down now, as we're still sub 12. Let me just get my gloves back on. She's going ahead, which is fine.
Zone 1.
Yeah, I'll be able to correct her course if she's off course.
Workout resumed. Zone 0.
Yeah. Now it goes to the right.
Time 23 minutes. Average heart rate 127. Workout average pace 11 minutes 48 seconds per kilometer.
Up to the right. And that should be the main Norn trail. I mean the main Harrop trail now.
Zone 2.
You got it. Now this is what I call the super highway,
Zone 3.
the wide trail, up towards those fence posts. Phew. Zone 3, on a hike.
Time 24 minutes. Average heart rate 123. Workout average pace 11 minutes 54 seconds per kilometer.
Great. Still sub 12.
Zone 4.
Zone 4. Well, the good part about this one is there's about a kilometer of neighborhood streets. And at that time we were going sub 10 minute pace. See, I'm quite up in the zones now. I'll be in zone 4 now.
Take it easy.
Yep,
Can't carry you down.
I know. But I know when I'm under in a distressful situation. Zone 3.
Time 25 minutes. Average heart rate 139. Workout average pace 12 minutes 8 seconds per kilometer.
Okay, so we finally hit the 12-minute mark per kilometer. I could see the top. But the other day, I went up there where that person is. That's the South Ridge Trail up there. That's another 7 or 8 minutes to the summit. And this is the top of Harrop, right here. Another photo opportunity. This is our high point for today. Now we have a nice rolling downhill. And then Glendenning back down the middle. Let me just get a bearing for the height here. Let's have a look. Altitude 125, yeah, 2.1 kilometers. My heart has calmed down again, which is great. There will be music accompanying this episode. As I put my glove back on.
Zone 0.
No, not yet. We don't go down yet. No, that's too early. That would get us back in less than 50 minutes. Yeah, but we're going to catch it at the top and walk down there. Battery is getting a little bit low.
Zone 1.
Yep, that's obviously what's happening. There's some kind of low battery thingy going on. Anyway, I know I have 16 minutes recorded, which is good. It'd be good if it hangs on for another 20 minutes as we go back through the glory zone. The what? The recorder? No need. It's not the temperature that's affecting it. It was.
Time 30 minutes. Average heart rate 92. Workout average pace 12 minutes 30 seconds per
Oh,
kilometer.
that's true. Well, I'm holding it in. Yeah, I shouldn't have brought my gloves today, especially seeing as I'm supposed to be operating this equipment, the apparatus. That's right, this is the glory zone here, all the way down to Harvest Lane. Not one single bit of uphill left to do. 30 minutes done. Yeah. My heart's at 91. Altitude 105. Yep.
Time 31 minutes. Average heart rate 89. Workout average pace 12 minutes 30 seconds per kilometer.
Yep, 12 minutes 30. All right, 17, 18 minutes or so of audio. I'll put my gloves back on now. The die is cast. For today's recording, I will use what I have. Obviously, I can't use what I don't have. But now we're looking out for those two little wooden posts, the goal posts. Watch out for these dogs and their sticks. Hello, dog.
Average heart rate 95. Workout average pace 12
Nice
minutes,
stick.
27 per kilometer.
Yeah. Hello. Hi. The dogs are having a lot of fun today. You know how they run with those sticks in their mouths crossways. Sometimes if they pick a big stick, you have to be careful because they come up close and you just basically have to hurdle over the stick as they approach you. All right, this is our turn off towards Harvest Lane. And we know that from the trailhead at Harvest Lane to home is another 15 minutes. Hello, dog. Come on through.
Average heart rate 93. Workout average pace 12 minutes, 23 seconds per kilometer.
There they are. Good. He's so old, he's hanging back. He's gonna... yeah, there he is. Come on. Good dog. Go. Off you go. See, those pieces are almost the right size for our fireplace, but they look as if they're waterlogged. I guess that's where the term comes from. Waterlogged. A log that sinks in the water. You know how the Vikings used to ride the storm when there was a high seas? They would let the inside of the boat fill or partially fill with water, so it would be much more stable. It wouldn't bob around. Because, well, yeah, but they had to put up with that. But one of the reasons that the Viking went a Viking, which means foraging and pillaging, is because of those two large volcanoes that happened in the Dark Ages that sent up such a plume of ash that it created a fake winter for 2 years. Their crops failed, their meager crops failed, and they went a Viking, which meant they went foraging south, and that's when they got to England. But if you'd stopped any of those Vikings and said, "Are you Vikings?" they would say, "No, we are a Viking," which means pillaging. It doesn't mean that's their race. Because there were Danes, there were Swedes, there were Norwegians. But they did have the technology of the fast rowboat, which they adapted by putting a sail on, so they could use the favorable winds. All right, so we're almost at Harvest Lane now, negotiating some recent wind damage. That second hurdle wasn't there a few months ago. This is another one of this is my fifth favorite tree. That one shows me which way to turn for that little connector trail.
Zone 0.
Hello, dogs.
Time 36 minutes.
Hi there.
Average heart rate 89. Workout average pace 12 minutes, 34 seconds per kilometer.
So I'm guessing it's going to be 51 minutes when we're done, which is just about perfect. Gives me enough to do tomorrow. I can ride, shop, and run. Oh, they're excited to see each other. Yep, this is the Harvest Lane turnoff now. And now our pace will start to increase from 12.5 to probably around 12:15 by the time we're done. We've got 2/3 of the hike done. Now we're back on.
Time 37 minutes. Average heart rate 86. Workout average pace 12 minutes 34 seconds per kilometer.
Back on neighborhood streets. Very close to it. Yep. I was listening to a podcast this morning about the guy who was the world champion Rubik Cube solver. And he could solve the Rubik Cube in 6 seconds. And at times he was doing 10 moves a second. Which means that it was taking him about 60 seconds, 60 moves to solve the cube. He was an Australian guy.
Time 38 minutes. Average heart rate 85.
And at one stage of his champion's run, he came across a rival. And the rival was one of these high-functioning autistic kids who his parents gave him the Rubik Cube to try and help him socialize, because he knew that the cube would make other people interested in talking to this boy. Anyway, this boy was so good that at one time he actually beat the Australian world champion, and then they became the best of friends. And they had another showdown when the Australian guy, he messed up one of his moves, and he knew that he was going to be in either 4th or 5th place by then. Because they work it out by the average. They do like 10 solves, and then they average the pace
Time
of
39
solving.
minutes. Average heart rate 88. Workout average pace 12 minutes 34 seconds per kilometer.
Precarious?
I got a tail wagging the ground.
Yeah. Anyway, so it looked like the autistic kid was going to win the tournament, and
He threw them.
no, he didn't throw the game. He also had a bit of a mistake. I don't think he planned it, but he ended up coming in 4th and his Australian buddy 5th. And, you know, the Australian guy, he was more worried about how his friend was going to take defeat, being autistic and everything else, but, you know, he took it well.
That's part of why they keep them, so that they can move and they feel love.
Yep. It's socializing for them. But at one stage,
Time 40 minutes. Average heart rate 90. Workout average pace 12 minutes 31
the
seconds
woman
per kilometer.
interviewing the Australian said to him, "So what about the guy who invented the Rubik Cube?" And this is a Hungarian guy called Rubik, something Rubik. And they claimed that he was the richest man in Hungary. And the Australian said, "I bet you'll never get to interview him." The next thing he said, "Hello, Mr. Rubik. I'm from the BBC. I was wondering if you could explain how you invented the Rubik Cube." Yeah. And he was saying that he was basically an engineer. He was trying to develop a way of, they're probably going to get their crossbow out and shoot the bigger one. Apparently you're not allowed to shoot a female deer. That's why they always have the trophies with the horns.
Time 41 minutes. Average heart rate 95. Workout average pace 12 minutes 28 seconds per kilometer.
Yeah, well,
Hunting season.
out in the bush, they would. I don't know.
Hunting season.
Oh, they can
The
shoot.
season has to be open.
Oh, I see. I
But
see what
it's
you mean.
not open in the spring when they've got the babies.
Uh-huh. Yep.
But they normally want the antlers, like us, the other baby.
But what he said was that the Hungarian government was under the communist control at that time. And you weren't allowed to leave the country unless you had a blue passport, which was only issued to diplomats. Well, he managed to get himself a blue passport, and he went to New York and tried to sell his idea to the people, the toy manufacturers. They weren't interested. They said it was too difficult for the kids to figure out. And he said, well, I'm not really aimed at
Time 42 minutes.
just the
Average
kids.
heart rate 91. Workout average pace 12 minutes 25 seconds per kilometer.
So eventually, they came up with a statistic that said 1 in 5 people in the world has either looked or played with a Rubik Cube. They've sold something like, I don't know, 100 million cubes.
Did he go back to Hungary or did he stay?
Yep, he went back to Hungary.
It's very right wing.
Yeah,
Are you going off?
we're going off, yeah. Morning. We're doing the old COVID shuffle here, wandering off into the road to let the people through. I always give way to people with dogs because sometimes the dogs
Time 43
aren't
minutes.
too
Average
aware
heart
of
rate
what's
95.
going on.
Workout average pace 12 minutes 21 seconds per kilometer.
Jogger behind. Oh, she's turning off. Hi. It's okay. She was turning off down the fake grass lane. 1 kilometer to go. And it's still recording. That's good. 29 minutes. Yep, it'll be perfect. It'll be a 36-minute show without any real effort. I mean, I won't have to edit for it being too long or anything. Are these cherry trees? I think they might be.
One pattern.
You think?
They've got cherry trees all over.
Or maybe these are plum trees then.
Time 44 minutes. Average heart rate 98. Workout average pace 12 minutes 18 seconds per kilometer.
Seems incredible that less than 15 minutes ago we were almost at the summit of Mount Doug, and now we're less than a kilometer from home. Yeah, my heart's been behaving itself, but I put the strap in the moisture sucking removal system that I have developed. What are those things called? Silicone gel or something?
Desiccants.
Desiccants, yeah. After I charged the strap, I put it inside a sealed jar with those desiccant sachets in. Oh, they've taken away the pumpkin since yesterday.
Time 45 minutes. Average heart rate 99. Workout average pace 12 minutes 15 seconds per kilometer.
There was a warty pumpkin here. I guess there's no real rule about when people take their Halloween stuff down. That's a nice looking maple. Little decorative Japanese maple tree. Yeah, I'll take a photograph of that. You go ahead, I'll catch up with you. Last snap of the day. The last photograph of the day.
Auto pause.
Beautiful. I know the woman that lives in that house. If she saw me taking a picture, she would not come out with her shotgun. If she even had a shotgun to come out with. Dog. Hello. Yes, you. Famous
Time
stuff.
46 minutes. Average heart rate 101. Workout average pace 12 minutes 13 seconds per kilometer.
So I think I've narrowed down the heart rate errors to humidity. And Norma's Apple Watch was the clue. That one has a little raindrop logo. Lost kitten. Reward. Dollars, it said. Didn't say how many dollars. $2 sign, yeah. Talking of toonies, if it's nice this afternoon, I'd like to start the hair trimming business. The beard and the hair. This will be my 4th COVID trim.
Time 47 minutes. Average heart rate 101. Workout average pace 12 minutes 11 seconds per kilometer.
Bang on prediction. A little faster, actually. I thought we'd finish at 12 and a half minutes. But we're now at 12:11, I think. So this is where the last little bit of music will kick in. Excuse me. It's my porridge. So yesterday was nice and sunny. Today looks a little bit overcast, but probably not too cold.
Average heart rate 100. Workout
Okay. I was pointing that I was going to go that way. Thank you. It's a strange looking car. Big SUV. No insignia on the front. It's a Ford. Limited Edge. A Ford Edge. And this tree, we've watched these cones go from green to purple now.
Sunshine daydream.
The next thing, I guess, they'll just drop. Yeah. If they landed on you, you'd feel it. The little hand grenades.
Time 49 minutes. Average heart rate 101. Workout average pace 12 minutes 6 seconds per kilometer.
Oh,
Sunshine daydream.
what was that?
She must have drafted there because it always...
That screen, yeah, I was wondering why it was there.
Sunshine daydream. They're coming from a sea dream. Sunshine daydream. Waiting on the street.
Pumpkins, yeah. This guy, the little boy, has a pet puppy that I saw the other day. Such a cute little black dog. I thought it was a cat on a leash the first time I saw it. But it was a dog.
It's doing a cat thing, lying down, refusing to walk.
That kind of thing, I'm rolling over, looking up with its puppy eyes. Yeah, pet shops and bike shops and RV shops are all doing well. Boats, yeah, people are trying to get away from it all. In 10 years' time, we'll look back at these trying times and think, oh, we survived that one. It's hopefully, you reckon, it's the odds are we would have had another pandemic by then, but hopefully it won't be the same kind of thing. It would have mutated from COVID-19 to COVID-25.
The one that goes to mutate and then it can go to mutate.
I heard about that. What's the connection with mink?
17 million minks have been killed
Where?
in Denmark.
Denmark. I remember hearing it from the Brits. They were talking about that.
Time 51 minutes. Average heart rate 99. Workout average pace 12 minutes 2 seconds per kilometer.
All right. Well, there you go. That's the show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Try and listen in on Wednesday. That'll be my next show. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.